French explorer Pierre Le Moyne d'Iberville chartered Ship Island in February 1699, which he used as a base of operations in discovering the mouth of the Mississippi River. The island served as a point of immigration to French colonies in the New World. Ship Island played an important role in the Civil War. Some Union soldiers during the Civil War who served in remote places that were very different from what they were used to at home, these men ended up on Ship Island, a desolate barrier island 12 miles off the coast of Mississippi in the Gulf of Mexico. Today, Ship Island is part of Gulf Islands National Seashore and a popular tourist destination for shelling, beachcombing, swimming, and fishing. One family has been ferrying passengers to Ship Island since 1926, the Skirmetta family. The Skirmetta family boat service had its origins near the turn of the century. In the late 1800s, the harvesting and canning of oysters and shrimp had become Biloxi's chief industry.
Well, my father came from Croatia in 1903, whenever the canneries first started out to run the Biloxi schooners to catch oysters and shrimp. In those days, they didn't have any engines in boats. They navigated by sails. And well,
talk about the American Legion.
Yeah, the American Legion. My father was running to the east end of the Ship Island. They didn't have anything in the fort but grass and snake. People were tearing the fort up. Nobody was there. They even dynamited the cannons years before for scrap, when Japan was buying all the scrap for the Second World War. And the American Legion wanted to open up a concession on the island.
They had just purchased the island and the fort.
Yeah, the American Legion just was buying the whole island up.
This is 1932. They were going to establish a resort for the veterans of World War I.
The women was mostly the ones that took care of the money and made the money. You know, they could tell you how to make it and the men would go do it. But in his case, the old man, he was the money maker. But this Miss Antisich, what was her name?
Mary.
Mary Antisich, she was a tough woman. And she had lots of money. They had the factory. And she liked to gamble, so she would go, I don't know what she'd be doing over in New Orleans, but the old man would, after they'd unload the boat, and he had
Southport.
He'd have the money in his pocket. They'd go and they'd gamble. And they had stories. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but nobody ever denied it. They said that Captain Pete lost the Pan American Clipper and one night gambling and then won it back.
No, it was a Pan American.
I mean, a Pan American. Lost it and won in a dice game and won it back the same
He used to
night.
love to shoot dice.
In New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh, all over.
Well,
So I left the island with 200 people on the Pan American Clipper, and I knew the old galvanized nails was ate out. I needed a new boat. And I got caught in one of the worst blows that I've seen out there. It was like a tornado, hurricane wind. It blew the roof off of Menard's Grocery on Back Bay, blew the side out of my building where I was building a boat. It came in one line. I was going dead slow. I had one old engine in it, in an old tiller, and the boat would go up and pound, you know. And the first time I seen people grab life preservers, I had to calm them down. And one lady said, "Oh Lord, if I ever get in, I'm gonna give the Lord half of everything I own." So when we got in, I said, "You gonna keep that promise?" She said, "No, I made the Lord a better one. If I ever get on another boat, I'm gonna give him everything I own."